Hey everybody, this is Shaved Gorilla, and welcome to what is going to be the final video episode, whatever you want to call it, of my channel. Um I have not uploaded much, and some might have considered my channel already dead, but I've had off and on videos like the Soul Link streams and then SLB, CLB, Pokemon tournaments, whatever you want to call them. But I am in past videos where I've done talking, I've kind of left the door open for a revival of content on my channel, but I'm kind of shutting the door on that now. And there's a few reasons for that. Mainly, my life is moving on. Um, YouTube had its time, and now that time is over and is becoming something else. So I just wanted to do this send-off video where I don't know how long it's going to be. I have a rough outline of what I'm going to talk about, but it might be a longish video. So if you like hearing me talk, then hey, this is the video for you. If you don't like hearing me talk, well, I mean, the thumbnail was just my face, so I don't know what you expected. um, So yeah, reason for this is I just recently graduated from college. Like not even just like high school, from like college. I like have a degree. Who would have thought that was possible? So yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Like in a big way. And I've got a job lined up now. So I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of backstory on things and just give this channel the send off that I feel it deserves. Um, First off, and so, like I said, some of this will be a touch reiterating on some things I've said, but I just wanted to give one final comprehensive video. And it took me 2.5 minutes to say that. Yay! Um, okay, so, backstory. Back before I started doing YouTube, I was not a social butterfly. Um, I was homeschooled, which, if anybody ever asked, I would highly recommend homeschooling. Homeschooling is a wonderful thing. It is just, it's just, I'm not going to get too much into that. That's worth a whole nother video, which I will never make. But homeschooling is wonderful. Okay, so that's been said. Um, but that segues into the fact that I didn't have a wide social circle. And considering, is my mic on? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. OBS. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. That would have sucked. First off, I didn't have a wide social circle to begin with. And after that, I'm just straight up antisocial. Always have been. That started to change a little bit in late middle school, early high school. But I didn't have a huge number of friends. And also, I didn't even know that computer gaming was a thing. Like, I had never heard of Minecraft. Okay. Pretty much the only games I ever played were the Pokemon games on the DS. Okay. That is how sheltered I was. Again, I still consider that a good thing. And it has served my life quite well. But I was very sheltered, so there was a lot of things I didn't know about, and I did not have a wide social circle. Fast forward some years, we got into a homeschool organization, and through that, we discovered the band program. Now, I had no desire to be in a band program. None whatsoever. I have played piano before, but while I was good at it, see, that's the thing. I was good at it, but I never had a taste for it. Um, but with band, I mean, in high school, you kind of need those credits for like some kind of arts thing. So, band. Most people pick up an instrument at least one time in their life. Um, Tried out trumpet, decided I didn't like it because just the key combinations, just it's ridiculous. But Then we tried the trombone. We got my trombone at like a flea market or something. You know, real cheap, a little dinged up, but it worked. And I'm not gonna lie, I took much better to that. I even would go as far as to say that I did enjoy it. It was never my passion, ever, for that matter. But the trombone was fun. I kind of thought the slide was cool. So where am I going with this? Why am I talking about band and playing the trombone? Because in the beginner band, there were 3 people, including myself, in the trombone section. Very small trombone section. Which was interesting because the band in and of itself was actually quite large. Um, but it was just us 3 trombones. It was myself, another friend from the homeschool organization, and one boy named Austin McGilligan. McGilligan. I always like that last name, McGilligan. That's a good name. That's a good last name. Um, Anybody who has been on my channel before might know him by another name, Animal Man. Good old Animal Man. Um, and it didn't take us long to connect. I think where we first connected was Pokemon, I'd say. Pokemon was very much where we first connected. Because I'm like, oh, I play, Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon White and all that stuff, and it's like, oh, I play Pokemon too, So I mean, the friendship had a good foundation right out the gate, which is always a good thing. If you can find someone that you have even one thing in common with, it is very possible to build a friendship off of that foundation, that common ground. So then he started talking about through a series of events that I don't really remember, he told me about his YouTube channel. Now, I was not allowed on YouTube. Okay. I was barely allowed on the computer at all. Okay. Which, again, I was very sheltered, but once again, I'd still consider that to this day a good thing. Because, boy howdy, if the internet ain't just a home for some weird stuff. But it's got good stuff too, and, well, there's only so sheltered you can be for so long in your life, because in today's culture, the internet is pretty much necessary. If the internet crashed, the world would just explode. But all that to say, I was never on YouTube, so when he said he had a YouTube channel, my first instinct is, you can do that? Really? Because, I mean, if you don't know much about YouTube, then it just looks like, it's like TV. It's like, okay, people make shows, basically, and put them up. It never occurred to me that just anybody could put a video on YouTube. So I thought that was kind of neat, and I talked to my parents, and and it's interesting because my parents did not object to letting me watch Austin's videos. I think they were just so thrilled that I actually had a friend that interested me, because like I said, I was not a social person. I think they were just so happy that I actually was having social connections that they were willing to just let it fly. So, and then it was interesting because how it worked was I watched videos, but they watched them too because they're my parents. They want to make sure that Austin wasn't someone I shouldn't be hanging out with or watching his videos. It's not really something I had to explain a huge amount, but they took a liking to it. They were like, okay, this YouTube thing's actually pretty cool. So some of those restrictions got lifted. Part of that was just me getting older, and I was always considered myself fairly responsible. So there were privileges that came with that. So they let me watch Austin's videos, and we talked about them and stuff, and that was always very fun. But I was like, holy crap, this is pretty cool. I'd actually kind of like to get involved with this, with these people. And that next birthday, I got my very first laptop, and then my very first computer game was Minecraft. A phenomenal game to start on, and a phenomenal game to this day. And from there, my social life just blossomed, but not in the way I expected. At the time, I'd never heard of Skype. So I'm thinking, okay, if you want to be social, you gotta go out and hang out with people. The number of friends that I met through Austin and through YouTube and through Skype and Minecraft, it blew my mind, okay? it totally caught me off guard. I never expected that to happen. And the thing is, I mean, like I said, if you've got that one foundation, that one thing you've got in common, which in that case was basically Minecraft, online gaming in general, if you've got that one thing in common, you can build off of that. You can 100% build off of that. It won't always work out, but this time around, it worked out in a big way. I met so many friends, from Carson to Jacob, aka Shadow, Jackson, aka Big Red Blob, Ian, aka Joe Bob. So many friends that I just shared so many amazing moments with. And the thing is, with YouTube, not only did it give us something to kind of do, I mean, it was kind of like, oh, we're making a YouTube video, we're being productive, even though all we're doing is goofing off and playing video games, you know. But not only did it give us something to do, and I took the video editing pretty well, I'd say. I mean, I'm not going to say I was a master at it by no stretch of the imagination. But it was fun. I found that I enjoyed it. Computers/video games had always been my thing, and I took to video editing very well. I quite enjoyed it. So it was a match made in heaven, to put it lightly. I mean, we recorded videos, and the nice thing about YouTube is it preserved those memories. Some of our best times I have on video on my channel. One video that I've never forgotten was the Gorilla Fail Room with myself, Austin, and Bleb. Just all of us overreacting about my laggy attempts to get up to that secret little area. We had a great time. And while it would have been cool if the YouTube thing had kicked off, that was never really the goal. The goal with YouTube was to connect with friends. Yeah, that was, I mean, that, in a nutshell, that was the goal with YouTube. That was my goal with YouTube. And in that, I succeeded phenomenally. Like, to a ridiculous degree. My social circles just expanded like nobody's business. So yeah, that was kind of starting out with YouTube. And then it just went from there for years. I mean, we played so many games. I mean, we played Minecraft, we played Terraria, we played many different Minecraft minigames on different servers like Shotbow. My childhood lived on Shotbow. Shotbow games, Ghostcraft, Smash, Special Smash. Yeah, that was my childhood. And that was just amazing. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I loved being able to do it with like-minded people, with my friends. And over time, I actually got a couple subscribers, nothing special by any stretch of the imagination. And once again, that was never really the goal, but it was kind of cool to be like, oh, hey, some people actually enjoy my my videos. That's kind of cool. So yeah, and it just went from there. But years have passed. Many years have passed. I've gone through my high school education and now my college education. And here we are. I mean, the videos, I used to upload a video every day, if I could. I used to make a point of recording videos, and I even still did that some during my early college education. I'd set aside some time to record videos. My best example of probably the last full series I did is probably Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, I think. Yeah, I think I went all the way through that. Yeah, and like I said, I enjoyed doing YouTube even doing it just by myself. I enjoyed doing YouTube. The video editing was fun to me. But now here we are. I got busy, the videos eventually slowed down, and slowly but surely grinded to what I would not describe as an inelegant halt. I'd say that it was a pretty gradual decrease until it did finally stop. I think it was a fairly graceful end, all things considered. So here we are. So just to kind of bring up some things. First off, to all of the people who subscribed to me, I actually got over 100 subscribers on my channel. Still do, which is weird considering I've never uploaded anymore. That struck me as very odd. But I have over 100 subscribers, over 100 people, give or take, subscribe to my channel. And that's just such a weird thought. I mean, 100 people. I know I don't have 100 friends. Okay, first off. I know I don't. Absolutely don't. So just to say that 100 people thought my content was worth hitting that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So to all those random people who I don't know who, on the off chance, may be watching this video, to you guys, thanks. I mean, thanks for that feeling. Thanks for that feeling of, wow, I can actually make something that people enjoy. Because that was a good feeling. That was a really good feeling. So yeah, now there we have it. So now, focusing on some specific things. I met so many friends that it's impossible to say. Just a few. My goodness, I mean, I play with so many people. Ian, Jordan, oh gosh. Just a lot of people. I mean, I'm trying to. There's so many that I can't remember all the top of my head. M. Bonner, I think I play with him some. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people that I actually did get to play with. But there were 4, I'd say, that were the core that I do want to specifically talk about. First off, that I do want to talk about is Big Red Blob, aka Jackson, aka Bleb. Big Red Blob is one of the most intelligent people I have ever met. I mean, not even exaggerating. Dude is smart. Dude could take apart a computer and put it back together and tell you what you needed for said computer. It just blew my mind, okay? Because I was over here not doing anything close to that, and he knows how to put together a computer. That just blew my mind. And then he went and actually got his pilot's license or something like that. I forget the technical term. Basically, he knows how to fly planes, and he can legally fly planes, which again just kind of blows my mind that he is that. I guess the word would be talented. Yeah, I think that'd be the best word for it. But yeah, so Blob was always ridiculously talented, and his talent was matched, if not exceeded, by his humor. His humor. I mean, he was a master of so many forms of humor. It wasn't even funny. Dry humor, sarcastic humor, just humor in general. He was great. Some of our best laughs was as a result of Jackson, Bleb. And we played a lot of games. I mean, the one that sticks out to me when I think of Big Red Blob was War Thunder. War Thunder was a game that Blob introduced me to, and while it kind of lost, I lost my taste for it. Back when it was fresh and I'd play it with him some, that was a fun game, and I very much enjoyed playing it with him. It was a good time. We had a blast. So, Jackson, if everything I've said before now doesn't already describe it, you're awesome. You just are. I mean, you are one of the smartest and funniest dudes I know. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, Jackson also introduced me to Destiny, which I play a lot nowadays. So yeah, thanks for that. That's a fun game. So yeah, that's Jackson in a nutshell for you. And his, yeah, you could throw a dart at a wall and hit one of my videos, and it'd be one with Blob in it. That's how many videos he was in. So yeah, that was Jackson. Now I want to talk these two people together because I always felt like they worked so well together, and I had so much fun with them. They were fun on their own, but you put them together, and it's like chocolate and peanut butter. It was great. Jacob, aka Shadow, and Carson, aka Carsonist, aka Celiot on Minecraft, which it took me so long to figure out what that meant. It's like, oh, that's like C. Elliot, which funny enough would be like a good like college username now, which is kind of funny because my name would be Jay Slayton. That's funny. Shadow and Carson, we had some great times. They are the nicest people you could have ever met. They are just wonderful. I mean, they just are. I don't know how else to describe it except they are just amazing people. To this day, Carson still sends these daily Bible verse emails to like all of the people he's ever known, myself included, me, Austin, Blod, Jacob, everybody. Which I regret to say I don't read them more often enough as I should. Sometimes I just swipe them off. Just muscle memory. I mean, I don't even mean to do it, but so I regret that because it's a really cool thing he does. There's not many friends who would be willing to do that. And Jacob is just great. Unfortunately, I have not talked to Carson or Jacob in a long time. But me and Jacob just had a blast. I think one series that I do remember doing a lot of with Jacob was Shotmo Games, which was basically Minecraft survival games. I always had a particular love of the Hunger Games style. The movies appealed to me, the books really appealed to me, and then I just really like that style, which is why games like Fortnite have really caught on me. The whole battle royale genre that has been really popular lately. That has always appealed to me because it was like Minecraft survival games being revived or something like that in my life. But we just had a great time. I remember with Jacob, one of the greatest friend times I've had was when I went to Lake Gaston for a couple days with Bleb, Jacob. I think Jordan was there too, actually. Yeah, he was. And we went to Lake Gaston, which Lake Gaston is a hole in which phone signal goes to die. But we had a blast. I mean, we went tubing. We played video games together. It was ridiculous. I mean, it was just awesome. And one of my fondest memories of it was when we were like all on the tube and Jacob's like sliding off and I'm like just grabbing onto his life jacket like, I'll never let go! You know, just being like that. I mean, that was awesome. I had such a great time. I'm so glad I got to have that time with them. So that was Jacob. And then Carson, we played so many games. I mean, Smash is one that immediately comes to mind. We just did. We played a lot of games, and then when you add Blib into that, it's like the friendship holy trinity. I mean, we did a lot of cool stuff. I remember that that horrible country gorilla skit we did in Minecraft. It was it's terrible. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but it is because it just is, and that's something we made together, which was so cool. I forget if Carson was in that or not. I forget, but I feel like he was. But I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I just had such fun with them. So Jacob and Carson, no, Carson moved away, sadly. But you know, life takes you where life takes you. So he moved away, and then good old Jakob he still lives in North Carolina, I think. But we just haven't connected in so long. It's a shame, really. But yeah, so to the both of y'all, you guys are just amazing. You just are. I had some great times with you guys. I truly did. So I remember one time. I remember one of my birthdays actually. I just spent the birthday playing with Jacob and Carson. It was, it's the summer. I have a summer birthday, late summer, admittedly, but summer birthday. So we just spent the whole day playing games like Counter Strike and just and Gmod and stuff like that. Prop Hunt. Oh, Prop Hunt. Oh, that was fun. Prop Hunt was fun. That was fun. Experiences that I would never have had without them. Memories that I would never have had without them. And it was just a really great experience. So to you, Jacob, and to you, Carson, thanks. Seriously. You guys are amazing. So that brings us to the last person I'm going to specifically talk about. And if you're familiar with my channel, with its history, this probably won't surprise you that I'm talking about this person. But the person who started it all, Austin, aka Animal Man. We met in band, and our friendship has been strong ever since. I can't think of a single time where our friendship was ever in doubt. Um, yeah. Austin describes a period sometimes that he calls the Dark Ages, where he says that he didn't treat people very well, and looking back, I can kind of see the signs, but me, I was oblivious to it all. Me, I just considered Austin a great friend, and I'd like to think that he thought of me the same. I can honestly say that my friendship with Austin was never in doubt. In his video, he did something kind of like this, in a way, to a broader degree, and much more concise, I'd say. But he described, when he talked about, when he put in a little section, he put a little note to all his friends, and he described himself, when he was talking about me and our friendship, he described himself as the bridge between me and the other people that I got to know, like Bleb and Carson and Jacob. And in that, I would disagree. And I'll tell you why. The bridge was always there, but I was just too inexperienced, or maybe even too afraid. Too afraid to, like, what if people don't like me? I mean, I was shy. I was shy. And Austin pretty much said, "Hey man, we can do this," and pretty much walked me over that bridge. I mean, just pretty much hand in hand. I mean, he single-handedly broadened my world. So to say that Austin was just a bridge would be just a heinous injustice to everything that he did for me in my life. Just a heinous injustice. Because he did so much more than that. He was so much more than a bridge. Bridges are useful. They are. But the bridge was always there. I just was just too many things to cross it. But he walked me over that bridge into the amazing times that I had throughout the rest of my middle and high school years. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. The memories that I have with Austin are countless. I mean, just to put it mildly, and I mean, I try not to play favorites, but I mean, it's safe to say that Austin is one of my, if not my best friend. I mean, it's just, maybe, I don't know if he thinks that way about me or not. Don't really care, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we just have a great friendship, and I'd consider him one of my best friends. Just plain and simple. And we had so many great times, and I actually got to, and through him, I got to meet all these people in real life. I mean, I actually got to do what I thought you had to do to get friends to begin with, which is go out into the world and actually meet said friends. We did Nerf wars and birthday parties, and it was just such a great time. It was fantastic. It was just absolutely wonderful. It was indescribable. That's what it is. It's indescribable how amazing it was. And it was all because of Austin. Yeah. Austin is a wonderful guy. He just is. He's amazing. Yeah, I mean, he's probably... I've still kept in touch with Austin. And I've been glad that I've been able to do that. I haven't been able to do that as much. But Austin, he was always the most passionate about YouTube out of all of us. And it shows in his content. He is very talented. The stuff that he can do, like and the music he puts out on his channel, just blows my mind. It just does. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what else can even be said about it because I mean, I think what I've said gives you a pretty good idea of how awesome Austin was in my life. Between Pokemon and Minecraft and Overwatch, we have had so many great moments, it's not even funny. And it is not an understatement to say that he was life changing for me. Simply put, he was life changing. And there you have it. Yeah. So Austin, we still we're still in touch, which I'm glad for. I'm very glad for. In fact, we're probably gonna hang out come sooner or later. That's the nice thing about being adults is we can just drive to things. So nice, so nice. It was so hard when we were kids. Good lord. Um, that whole childhood thing. What was that all about? um, so Austin, thanks. I mean, from the absolute bottom of my heart, thanks. I mean, without you, I would not be who I am today. And that would be a sad, sad thing. Because I have had a good life. I have had an incredibly good life. And I'm looking forward to continuing to have a great life as a result of the experience that I have had, and the experiences that I will continue to have. So Austin, thanks for taking up trombone. Thanks for if you were like me. I mean, I think he kind of briefly described it in his video how he did get into trombone, and I won't reiterate too much of it, but I did think it was kind of a humorous story. But whether you were kind of forced into it like me or what, thanks. Seriously. So yeah, there you have it. And now we come to current day. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. We've grown up. We've absolutely grown up. And I need to shave. Wow. If you look at it. I don't give this camera enough credit sometimes. I thought that if... oh well. I've never liked how I look with facial hair. I just don't. I got sidetracked. Wow. Chased a bit of a white rabbit there, but that's okay. Current day. First off, I'm in an amazing relationship with a woman who I just love more than life itself. And that sounds like a corny, cliche thing to say from, like, you know, some crappy romantic movie from the early 2000s, 1900s. But yeah. And part of that is because of the experience I've had getting, you know, more social, the character building I had during that time. So now I'm in an amazing relationship that's going nowhere but up. I mean, seriously. So that's kind of that personal life. And then as far as education, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have graduated college. I am a graduate of North Carolina Central University with my bachelor's of business administration and with a major in accounting. Like an actual degree. It's weird because when you're a kid, you always hear your parents say, "Oh, you got to go to a 4-year college and you know, get a degree, and so you can get a job." Interestingly enough, I actually finished my education in 3 years. 4-year education, I did it in 3. I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, literally, I have my degree. I'm not even 21 yet. I'm 20. Turned 21 in August. It's so weird. It's weird. I mean, because this is the way I describe this as the end of the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end of my childhood is when I graduated high school. And now it's at its end. As I alluded to in the beginning of this video, I have a job now. I actually just got hired and I start Monday. It's just, this is the first major step into true adulthood. My childhood is well and truly over. Which is a bittersweet thought, but I don't have regrets. Truly don't. At the end of me talking, I'm going to show a brief little segment of my graduation ceremony just because I thought maybe some of my friends would like to see it. Or maybe not. If you don't, then you don't have to watch it. Hey, that's the nice thing about YouTube. You can just watch whatever you want. Hey. Um, but it was all of my experiences have led me to the success I have had. And I've been remarkably successful. I mean, I have graduated college debt free, first off. 100% debt free, which is mind blowing in today's time. Because in today's culture, student loans, they're the norm. If you don't have a student loan, you are the minority, which is just such a crazy thing. But I actually graduated debt free, which is something I will be eternally grateful for to the people who helped me get to this point. And so many people from family to instructors to friends. I mean, there's a lot of things to go around, is what I'm saying. But I graduated debt free, which is really cool. And now I'm taking the first real steps into a much larger world, which is a surreal thought. But I think that's enough for my rambling. I've been going on for about 36 minutes or so, according to good old OBS. Where was this software earlier? Seriously, I wish I'd known this software existed. Austin, why didn't you tell me this earlier? Screencast-O-Matic was so laggy. And I'm going to watch this video and it's going to be gosh awful. I hope not. So there you have it. Excuse me. There you have it. That is my childhood in a nutshell. That is YouTube from start to end. In past videos, I have always left the door open where I'm like, oh, I might do this, or I might, record more videos or stream something. But I think starting today, I'm officially closing that door. YouTube, that chapter in my life is closed. Not to say that I won't play games with Austin or somebody else someday, who knows. But as far as this channel is concerned, I think the time has come to be done. I mean, I haven't even participated in the latest Pokemon tournaments, which is a crazy thought because I started the very first Pokemon tournaments we had on the 3DS. I started. And then Austin kind of rolled with it with the SLB, which is a major improvement from whatever I have ever thought of. I mean, Austin's Pokemon tournaments are awesome. They truly are. And I kind of had a last hurrah with that. Got one more good tournament victory. Kind of held my crown, which made me very happy. And then I haven't done any more since then because I've just been too busy. So yeah, that's where we're at now. As much as I love putting videos on this channel, this one is going to be the last one. And like I said, that's a surreal thought. Bittersweet, but it's time. That chapter is coming to a close. In fact, it kind of already has closed, but this is the cap. So, just all that to say, thank you for everything. Thank you for watching my videos. And just helping to make my life what it is today. So yeah, hope you all have enjoyed. And there you have it. Thanks for everything. And now here is the footage from just a little segment from the graduation ceremony where I go across the stage and all that stuff and I get my diploma. So yeah, hope you all have enjoyed. And we'll see ya.